Week 3 of Saluki Summer Basketball Access. We ended last week with an Aligbe. Let's start another week with an Aligbe. Rolyns Aligbe joins us to start off Week 3. Just wrapped up some individual workouts today. Rolyns, how's Week 3 of summer going so far for you?
It's been going good. Starting to get the flow of it. Not as tired anymore. Just getting my legs back, and just trying to focus on different things and stuff like that. But it's been going really good.
There can always be an adjustment period for anybody, whether it's Mayo coming in who had previous experience playing in college. It's just now you feel more out of routine, or you know the place better second time around.
Yeah.
Even more so when you go from a true freshman like you were last year to now as a sophomore.
Yeah.
What are the biggest adjustments in terms of positives now as you feel this summer that you didn't feel maybe a summer ago?
Like you said, just feeling a little bit more comfortable. I adjusted things way easier this year now. I think I'm slowing down my pace and stuff like that. I feel like it's all coming together. I'm not feeling nervous or tensed up when I'm playing. I think it's going really good.
So many point to experience to help you slow down. But outside of experience, Rollins, because that is no doubt one of the things that you have made a main focus for you with the staff and yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do away from the floor to try to help you slow down? Does that go into IQ? What are areas that help you once you get on the floor to take it a little bit more at your own pace?
For me, it's more like a mental thing. I'm trying to when I'm getting in the post or something, I'm trying to count to three and when to go and stuff like that. I just try to use more mental game now, so I can really slow down instead of just okay, always just keep going and then start. I'm just trying to think a little more when I'm in that position and stuff like that.
When the season ended in St. Louis and Arch Madness and it came to a rest, what were the initial things that came to mind for you when you looked back on your year of positives? What were you happy about that you were able to show during your freshman year?
Well, obviously I was happy that I played, but I think I was happy that I showed that I play hard. If anybody watches, I think they can get the gist that I play hard. I try to come in and play as hard as I can and just bring that boost of energy. So I was happy about that. I was happy about the way I rebounded. I actually think I averaged more rebounds than points this year. So I'm just ready to just adjust on that and then keep going off that for my sophomore year and stuff like that.
With the culture, and I say culture, but with how college basketball is today, it's very hard when a year comes to an end to know what will be known commodities in terms of guys who will come back. When you were kind of going through the process of ending your season, having your exit meetings, how much was on your plate or on your mind of, hey, this is where I want to be, I want to stay here at SIU, or also saying like everybody does, you got to look at your options and see what best fits yourself?
Well, I think everybody now in the college basketball landscape was just you always have the thought, okay, what would it look like if I did leave? But I don't know, I was kind of – my parents and, people around me I talked to, they just told me, just stay here, do another year, do more years. Do all 4 years. But just try to get, try to get into it a little bit more and then just see, because I know I'm going to try and have a big year this year. So that's what I was really excited about. So, the option of leaving really wasn't on the table for me. I knew I wanted to come back and have a really big year. So, yeah.
Being one of the 6 guys who are coming back, how much – you always have pride in your game, and you showed that ever since last summer because of how you want to represent your family and all those things. And now, of course, with Prince being here.
Yeah.
But now just understanding the culture, knowing what Coach Nagy demands, knowing the staff in terms of the integration. You now have 5 other teammates that you've at least played with. Your brother is now here.
Mm-hmm.
How much more of a familiarity now do you feel today than maybe you didn't have at all of last year?
Oh, well, I feel really good familiarity, especially in the drills and stuff like that, because a lot of the drills we did last year. So it's just trying to help out the young guys, the people younger than me, the freshmen and stuff like that, trying to help them, get used to the drill. Because I used to be like them where I just would think too much on a drill, think if I'm doing it right or trying to be perfect and stuff like that. But now I think, the familiarity plays a part now, and I just, I understand the coaching staff. I understand, how they want things done and the attention to detail and stuff like that. So I think that's really what's making me comfortable out there now this year.
You're one of 6 guys I can ask this question to, and it's never I've never been a big individual to ask questions of, hey, compare this year to last year or this team to that team, because every year is different in its own right.
Yeah.
But Rollins, it does just, again, very small sample size.
Yeah.
Not that there is a lot of adversity that this group has had to go through yet. There's a long road to go.
Yeah.
But there's a different feel in terms of just the locker room culture, how you guys interact with one another, One, am I accurate in that? And two, what do you believe is the difference in terms of all of those things that maybe will hopefully translate on the floor, but at least a lot of things off the floor seems a little bit of a night and day difference?
I feel like the difference is it's just like the camaraderie. Like everybody's way more together. Like, you know, we're doing things as a team. Like we're like texting each other like to do actual things and not just like everybody just sit in their room. Like last year, it was kind of hard to get everybody on the same pace and stuff like that. Like I think the camaraderie and then everybody's just like we're all joyous, and I feel like there's no like too cool for school guy anymore or anything like that. Not saying there was last year, but like you know like nobody has like an ego or anything like that. Like everybody's coming out to like prove like they want to play and stuff like that. So it just makes like everything roll way better and everything way funner. Like it's way better now, I think. Well, I mean it's still a small sample size and stuff like that, so I don't really know how it's gonna look, you know, 10 months from now. But I think it's been going really good. Like I'm really happy. I come to practice like really excited to play and stuff like that.
Not that it's the exact same question or even a little bit different than what I already asked you, but in terms of now having that experience, you've been through the Valley in a year.
Yeah.
What did you learn last year that maybe you didn't know heading into it, that now you truly can believe it helps you in your preparation? Maybe it's led you to do something different in terms of your day-to-day and how you structure yourself and get you ready for another year.
I think just putting in a lot of work. Like I'm putting in way more work. I'm trying to come in like every day. Like my brother, and that's a good thing that my brother's here because he's helping me like motivate me to like keep going and stuff like that. So like even the days like I don't want to come and like shoot after, like I still try and do it now because I know like what I want for this team, and I know I have to bring it for this team, and I know like I have to bring it for myself too. So I think just like being more like I said, like attention to detail and stuff like that, focusing more, and then just like trying to put in the little extra work so I can get better and stuff like that.
Probably, and not probably, it is one of my highlights this summer has been whenever you guys have get split off and you've been different than Prince, we'll be seeing workouts going on, and something will happen with Prince in a drill, and I hear your voice echoing from somewhere in the gym. You're typically always watching, but it's that smile that you have, that brother's joy of really being able to – you're enjoying it, and you're taking every opportunity with it. What has it meant to you now for both of you to be together on the same team for the first time since your freshman year?
It's really felt like it still hasn't hit me yet. I think maybe it'll hit me like when we're playing like in the actual game and stuff. But like sometimes it's just like weird, like, you know, like I'm chilling and I'm just like, oh, like my brother's here. Like I could just go talk to my brother and stuff like that. But like, yeah, it does bring me a lot of joy. Like, you know, I'm always here, like when we're split off into different groups, I'm always here watching him, trying to like show my other brother like how he's playing and stuff like that, how he's adapting. But it's probably the best thing ever. You know, I played with him in high school, like my junior year of high school, and that was really fun. Everybody knew like we were a really good duo. So like I think like it's just bringing me a lot of like joy and stuff like that, playing him and seeing him like adapt to these coaches and seeing him like understand the different type of things that we go through.
You know him better than anybody in this gym. What is he going to bring that is going to help this team, and also what can he bring that maybe this group just didn't have a year ago?
Well, I definitely think he's going to bring a lot of leadership. I think I'm going to obviously look up to him and stuff like that, but I'm going to be my own leader myself. But I feel like he's going to bring leadership. He's going to bring, like, what a Saluki means, like, what a dog actually means. Like, he goes hard, and he always goes hard, like, every day. Like, he goes hard. So I think that's what he's going to bring. He's going to bring IQ and stuff like that. And just, like, familiarity with the game. Like, he's just older and stuff like that. He's a senior, so he's been through it, like, different type of coaches, different type of schools. So he knows, like, the recipes for success now. And he's going to bring it all. Like, that's what he really sought out to do, and that's why he came here. So, yeah.
When he would ask you, Rolyns, what's it like being a Saluki? What does it mean to be a part of the program?
Yeah.
What did you tell him in that process of, one, being a brother and giving him that honest view of the inside look, because you've been through it and you've lived it for a year?
I mean, I know it's – with him, I try to explain to him, like, being Saluki is, like, you really have to bring it, like, you know, you have a good crowd every single game, every home game and stuff like that, and even away games too. So it's just, like, you know, bringing that energy and stuff like that, playing hard. But another thing I told him was, like, it's attention to detail. Like, Coach Nagy's really, like, he really, like, hones in on that type of stuff. So I was just telling him, like, you just got to, like, focus a lot. Like, you really just got to be, like, attentive and stuff like that and always know what he's trying to, like, get at and stuff like that. So that's what I told him really what a Saluki means.
Over this time period, you've had a little bit of time to, one, get away, but continue to work out before you ultimately got back here at the team.
Yep.
what did you want to accomplish in that time from the end of Arch Madness before the summer? What were things that you really wanted to make a point of emphasis for you and now continuing to build upon here in the summer?
Well, really try to work on my three-point shot because I know I'm gonna get a little bit more opportunity to shoot it this year. So I've been working on that a lot. I've been working on pace of game and stuff like that, and just the mental side of the game. And yeah, that's pretty much the main two. Working on athleticism stuff like that too, and just not thinking too much when I'm playing and stuff like that, because I know I'm gonna have a bigger role this year, so I have to be on my best game. And I know not every game's gonna be your best game, but still try to bring it for my team, regardless if I'm scoring or not, or doing I still have to do the little things and stuff like that.
You talked about the specifics with you. Let's talk about the team as a whole.
Yeah.
A year ago, there was a lot of chatter of, hey, this group can be pretty athletic, the athleticism in terms of having those depth pieces. Now with this year, again, very small sample size, but what's most encouraging?
I mean, I think our depth. I mean, Coach says every day, this is probably the deepest team he's ever had, and I feel it's obviously going to be hard as a coach, but I think he can play all 15 players. I really think everybody can play. There's no nobody who's just going to be stuck on the bench. So that's why we just compete harder and harder, because everybody actually has the opportunity to play this year. So I think that's what's different. I think also we have not too many older guys. That's the thing. No, we do. We have 4 seniors and stuff like that. So I think that's bringing a lot of it, a leadership role, that type of stuff. And yeah.
When you're around it in practice, granted, your brother has had a ton of college basketball experience. I know just because he is your brother, you look up to him a lot.
Yeah.
But take someone like Isaiah Stafford, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Can you – obviously there's a lot to learn from him, but I'm just saying how he approaches practices each day, how he carries himself.
Yeah.
Can you sense that's a guy who's been through the battle and you can take a lot from someone like him?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's a fifth year, so he's seen it all. He's seen all the ups and downs of college basketball, but he's been a good player too before. I know that. So I see before practice he gets treatment. He stretches out a lot and stuff like that, and then he gets treatment after practice for maybe an hour and a half after. So he's just doing all the little things to make sure when it comes to that time, or when it comes to practice, he's ready to go. So I think that's what really opens it up for me and stuff like that.
When you watch Luke, Daniel, and Jalen go through maybe some growing pains that you went through last year, this summer, and of course once the season gets here, how do you develop your leadership role? You mentioned how you're kind of wanting to get your voice, but especially for those guys, because you were just in their shoes.
Yeah.
What do you communicate with them right now during the summer to help them through this time period?
I'll just tell them, you just got to run your race. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You got to bring it every single day. And I know there's going to be days that you don't want to bring it, and I tell them, they're all, really energetic right now and stuff like that, always trying to keep going and, doing all the extra stuff. I'm you just got to make sure that, the same way you're pushing right now, you got to be pushing it by, week 16 and stuff like that. It's hard. You're going to go through your freshman slump. You're going to go through a time where it's just, you don't really know what's going to be, the next thing for you. So I just try to tell them, just stay level-headed. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. And one thing, I really try to, explain to them is don't let a practice or a game really tip you off your point. That's what I kind of did last year. Because I'm really hard on myself and stuff like that. So if I had a bad practice or I had a bad game, I would just stick hold on it for a while. And it's just you just gotta have a clear mind. You just have to have a short-term memory and just let it go and go on the next day and just bring it harder the next day. So that's what I try to tell them.
You got a lot of credit last year, Rolyns, for this specific situation. It was after the Illinois State game where it did not go well. Season really turned after that, and many of the guys were like, hey, Rolyns was one of multiple guys who was able to speak up in that locker room. We talked about your leadership and where you want to see that develop, but my point is, how much does the tough moments from last year, those tough losses Mayo talked about this in his interview with us, remembering Murray coming in here twice and knocking you guys off, to some of those low points, how much that is still on your mind in terms of just fuel to help this team and help this year be a more up to the standard of what Coach Nagy demands for you guys?
I feel sometimes those low points we had those seasons after a bad loss or something, we'll really hold on it. The next day at practice, no energy, it'll just we'll still thinking about that game. But I feel our emphasis this year should be if we have a bad game, we lose, whatever, like you just come back the next game and try to punch them in the mouth. Like there is no trying to like cry or have anybody feel sorry for you that like you lost and stuff like that. So I think we're just trying to like get past them, and I think we're just gonna make that an emphasis, like just trying to get past those low points and stuff like that. Because low points are gonna happen. Like you're gonna lose, like this, that, and the third, but you just gotta know how to like move past it and stuff like that, not just dwell on it.
How excited are you for this year, man? I mean, I know last year, like you said, you got to play a lot and you got some good role, but I think everyone knows your role is going to be much bigger this year, as it should, because it's something that's earned. Like, just what are you most looking forward to the show this year for yourself?
I'm excited, man. I'm just ready. Like I'm thinking, I just want to win the Valley. I want to make the tournament. Like I seen like peers and stuff make the tournament and stuff like that. So that's really what I want to do. I'm really excited. I know like what the type of like the work I'm putting in to have a type of year and stuff that I want. So like I'm just trying to like hone in on that and just try to go hard, and then just try to bring the positivity and energy for everybody else too, so everybody else can be like tuned in and like know that like we're ready this year and stuff like that. And I'm really excited about our team. I think we got a really good team, and I haven't been this excited for a team in a while. So I think like we're really gonna be good, and I mean. It doesn't mean anything if you don't win the Valley, so that's what I'm really trying to
I'll tell you what, Saluki Nation, that smile you see it all the time throughout practice, and it's been great to have you back, Rollo. Appreciate the time, my man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Once again, that was Rolyns Aligbe. We got more coming up with Saluki basketball this summer for Summer Access in 2025.